Welcome back. It's now time for Midday Sports.
Arnett Gardens moved to second place in the Jamaica Premier League following a thrilling come-from-behind 5-3 win over Tivoli Gardens in the feature game of a doubleheader at the Stadium East complex on Monday night. Down 2-1 at half-time, Warner Brown scored a 7-minute hat-trick to lead the Junglists to the incredible comeback win. Brown's goals came in the 71st, 72nd, and in the 78th minute from the penalty spot. Joel Jones in the 28th minute and the experienced Fabian Reed in time added also scored for Arnett. While Nicalia Fuller, who opened the scoring in the 25th minute, Rashawn Oldfield in the 36th, and Tevin Garnett in the 49th minute were on the score sheet for Tivoli. Arnett are now on 45 points, 7 behind leaders Mount Pleasant FA, while Tivoli Gardens remain in 8th on 27 points. Meanwhile, Veer United suffered their 13th defeat of the season as they were beaten 2-1 by defending champions Cavalier in the first game of the doubleheader at the venue. Jalmaro Calvin, with his 13th goal of the season, gave Cavalier an 8th-minute lead before Kavon Atkinson equalized in the 21st minute for Veer. However, the champions retook the lead through Shaquille Steen in the 59th before eventually claiming victory to move to 37 points. That's 15 behind leaders Mount Pleasant. Veer are sitting in the relegation zone on 17 points. Midfielder Tyree McGee has been added to the Reggae Boys squad, selected to face the Trinidad and Tobago in 2 friendly internationals this week in Jamaica. McGee recently returned to the island from the USA, where he was applying his trade with USL team Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. 25-year-old McGee has joined local club Veer United and featured for the Clarendon-based team in their defeat to champions Cavalier on Monday night at the Stadium East complex. The mostly local-based Reggae Boys squad will take on Trinidad and Tobago Soca Warriors this Thursday, February 6 at the Montego Bay Sports Complex before meeting again on Sunday, February 9 at the Anthony Spalding Sports Complex. President of the International Paralympic Committee, IPC, Andrew Parsons, who is in Jamaica for a 3-day visit, is looking to develop classification around the world in terms of having more classifiers available. Classification is unique to the Paralympic movement, and it determines which athletes are eligible to compete in a sport and how athletes are grouped together for competition. In para sports, athletes are grouped by the degree of activity limitation resulting from the impairment.
But also more research into classification. Classification is something that is unique to each sport. So when you talk about classification in summer, you're talking about 22 different classification systems. So this is something we have to keep investing. We approved a new code last year. So it's a permanent investment on classification to have more services available to the athletes. Every athlete starts his or her career by being classified, by being assessed. So we need to make sure that this is done as professionally as possible.
Parsons, who was welcomed by President of the Jamaica Paralympic Association, Christopher Samuda, will tour with para-athletes at the Sir John Golden Rehabilitation Center and have a press conference with Sports Minister Olivia Grange on Wednesday. And that is it for your Midday Sports Roundup, and I am Jermaine Brown.
Thank you, Jermaine. And that's the Midday News. I'm Carrie Simpson. Join us at 7 for Primetime News. On behalf of the news, sports and production teams, good afternoon.